Hello and welcome back to me coloring a lot of things because I'm stuck at home, quarantining. Actually, it COVID's over for me. It's been a rough few days. What does it feel like? I've had every single symptom except for like pink eye. Okay, so I googled what all the symptoms are, and I checked off every single one on the list. So, okay, let's go through this. So, sore throat, yes. Coughing, yes. Fever, yes. Um, Liquid poopies, yes. What else was there? I got muscle pain, body aches. Yep, got all those. And then I had hives. And this is the one that like people didn't know was a thing. Yes, you can get hives. It was, it's so itchy. I still have them, by the way. Like I've tested negative. I've been testing negative. Like I think I'm not contagious. I'm okay. Like the worst was the close to 40-degree fever I had for one night. Um, and yeah, it's the hives were definitely the worst because it would just like pop up randomly in random places. Like I've had it on my torso, on my neck, on my head, on my elbows, like on my legs. I just anyway, if you end up getting hives from COVID, I would highly suggest getting some Benadryl because that will keep it away for a little bit. Um, so that was my week. uh, it was not fun. I gotta say, like, I don't mind having a fever, except for the like your temperature obviously is really wonky when you have a fever, which is like you're cold and then you're hot and then you're cold, but that's not the fun part. The fun part is you get a little bit delusional. You start it's almost like having dreams while you're still awake. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. Anyway, that was the enjoyable part. I quite like that. Yeah, in hindsight, that was one of the more fun parts. Not that I would say anything about this was fun. And yeah, I still sound sniffly, but I think that's not COVID anymore. That's just back to your regular programming of allergies. Uh, yeah, this is a daily thing for me. So anybody else who occasionally get seasonal sniffles, I have no sympathy. This is just how it is in everyday life. Anyway, so back to coloring. I kind of want to talk about coloring fabric and how hard it is because, fabric has a lot of folds and a lot of creases, and then depending on the material, it catches light differently. So for these banners, I was trying to make it look a little silky to have more of a shine, but I don't think I picked the right colors to make that stand out. And also when fabric like folds, obviously you get the darker tones in the back. And you know, it's you can only imagine how it would fold from just an outline, if you know what I mean. Like I have to conceptualize where the fabric would be rippling as I'm coloring this. Yeah, I did not go in there with a plan. So I always start with the darkest, and that would be the shadows, of course, and then kind of just mega brain my way into picturing how things would fold or flap in the wind. I hope this looks okay. It's hard to blend some of these colors, but I think it turned out all right. And at this point I'm genuinely out of ideas of what should be what color. Like I started out with an idea and then it just kind of ran away on its own. So now it's YOLO, whatever color I pick up, that's what you get. And I feel like I'm repeating pinks too much, but that is one of my favorite colors, so it is what it is. I'm very excited to announce. Oh, here's the other COVID thing. I'm going to Spain in June. This was a pre planned thing, it's been in the works for a couple of months. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, oh man, They don't have mask mandates on planes anymore. It's really, really sketchy. What if I get sick on the plane? I don't want to get sick on the way there or while I'm there. That's just going to make vacationing not good. So I was actually thinking, like, maybe I should just get it now. If I just get it now and get it over with, at least I can be like sick at home, deal with all of that, and then I'll be free to roam at least for a little bit. Who knows? If there's another strain floating around, then I might get sick again. But in the meantime, I was hoping that I could just like get sick quick, get over it quick, so I don't have to deal with it in June. And I guess that happened. I had that thought like 2 days before my symptoms started showing up. And no, I did not intentionally go out there to catch COVID. Like they had chickenpox parties back in the day where you infect your kids with chickenpox just to get it over and done with. Yeah, it's not one of those situations. This just happened as I thought about it, which is weird. I'm like, wow, am I manifesting this? Like some kind of witch? Uh, it's fun to think about, but also just don't get sick. It's uh, inevitable, I think, at this point, but also stay away from it if you can. Like, you don't want hives all the time. I'm so itchy and I'm like scratching myself in public. It's just not cute. It's not a good look. And also, you never know if you're gonna get the nasty kind that will last and have long lasting effects. You don't know. We don't know. That's why this is scary. It's like you don't know what you're gonna get. So don't 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Please stay safe. I know it's kind of hard now. It feels like the world just doesn't give a shit anymore. Everyone's just like, yeah, well, it's over. Well, it's not really. But okay, you do you. Not that there's anything I can do about it. So, yeah, have fun with that.